Yar! Tonight on Roaring with the Beard, we're reviewing Port Royale Big Box. Yar! Here we have the table set up for 3 scallywags for a game of Port Royale. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop that voice. Port Royale is a push or luck card game with a little bit of engine building built in. The cards in this game have 2 uses. They are used for doubloons in the player's hand, so players never actually look at their hand of cards. They're just kind of placeholders for money. So during their turn, players will be flipping over cards, and they'll be flipping over ships, maybe even crew members. The ships will give the player money that they can use to hire the crew members. And the crew members will give you things such as special abilities and points. It'll kind of help buff you through the game. Now, I could stop right now, and maybe I would choose this ship to get 3 coins. But let's say I was a little greedy and wanted to push my luck some. So I flip over another card. Uh-oh, I got 2 matching ships. That means I bust and I don't get anything. But let's say I wasn't a greedy little pirate and decided to stop here. And I took this black ship here. That grants me 3 coins. So I take 3 coins from the top of the deck. 1, 2, 3, and then I can hire one of these crew members. Maybe I'll hire this trader here for $3. 1, 2, 3. They go into the discard pile. Now I get the trader. He grants me 1 point, and now whenever I draft a red ship, I get a bonus coin for doing so. Now at the end of my turn, going around the table, everyone else has an opportunity to take a card or hire one of the crew members, but they have to pay me a doubloon to do so. So sometimes it pays off to push your luck a little bit further, maybe to get a nice spread of cards out there to entice some of the other players to give you doubloons to be able to purchase those at the end of your turn. Now, don't let the fact that this game is largely just a deck of cards fool you. This little deck of cards does pack quite a bit of fun inside of it. Spoiler alert, it's awesome. So that is a brief overview of Port Royale Big Box. And this game is amazing! I love it. You may notice the name on it, Alexander Pfister. He designed such wonderful games as Maracaibo and Great Western Trail. Just be aware, this game is not nearly as heavy as those. So don't expect anything like that. But it is a very good game. It is very easy to teach. It has a remotely small footprint. It's just a lot of fun. It's a solid 20 minutes of good times right there. And this big box version, it has hands down the best art of any of the other reprints of it. I believe there was a Pegasus Spiel print that came out of this game. They had cartoony art. It was okay. And then there was this just ugly Steve Jackson Games one. It's just an abomination in my opinion, the art. I know our art is subjective, but this one is just a masterpiece. There's so much variety in the cards. And speaking of variety in the cards, not just in art, but also in what they do and the special powers that some of these cards can give you. And you can kind of do a little bit of engine building there. And the game is quite interesting. And that keeps it fresh, the abilities of the cards and the crew that you can hire. So that way you're not just flipping over ships, trying not to get the same color. You do have some agency in the decisions that you make while playing this game. And there's a lot of additional content that comes in this big box. One of the expansions is called Contracts. They are cards that you set out on the table, and you can meet some of these kind of strange achievements. And sometimes they're achievements that normally would be bad things, but in this you can kind of turn those bad things upside down and reap benefits and gain points from them. There's also an interesting story mode. I didn't want to cover it too much in here because I didn't want to ruin any surprises, but it's definitely worth checking out. And in the box, there's this content called Make Sail, which is actually just another version of the base game, but even more streamlined for 1 to 4 players. So the big box actually comes with 2 full standalone games in it, which is pretty crazy because you could buy this and you could have it playing like 2 different groups on 2 tables, or you could just keep one of the versions in your glove box so you could have a Port Royale bash anytime you're out and about. Anyways, this game, I can't say enough great things about it. It totally hits my sweet spot for that 20-minute easy to teach filler game. Maybe you're waiting on someone else to show up to game night, or maybe you're just lunchtime at work. Pull this one out. You can teach it as you play. Everyone's sure to have a great time. I have not had this game fail on me once. Definitely pick it up. It is fantastic. And if you enjoyed this episode or found it entertaining, please consider clicking that subscribe button because I need more subscribers. Thanks for watching.